Over the last couple of days, I've had the chance to play the closed beta of Modern Warfare 4, and I've had a lot of fun, but there was also quite a lot of frustrating moments, to be honest. But that being said, it's all just the first beta. Some of these things are bound to happen, so I'm not going to hold them to it. However, this is going to be my no BS review of my experience so far. I didn't really get to play, every single day. I had a couple hours in, maybe about 3 to 5 hours in, but here's my sort of experience, and you can see some of the clips of how I play. Traditionally, I play other shooters like CS, some Rainbow Six Siege, and maybe even Overwatch. So maybe I'm not as mobile or not sliding around as much, but equally, if I wanted to play a game where people are flying around and taking forever to kill, I'll just stick to Overwatch. Enough said, let's get into it. So the first thing I've got against this game is actually the lagging. I know it's all in beta and these things are bound to happen, but I have to address it. It did happen quite a few times during my games, and more often than not, it's more funny than frustrating actually, because in my mind I know it's only just a closed beta, people are trying to try things out, there are some sweats jumping around with SMGs, I'll get to that in a second, but overall, things like this Matrix clip I've got in the back was pretty funny. I was just very confused, like wondering if it was my side of the problem or was it like that side of the problem. But once I see this happen quite a few times, I was quite confident that it was their side of the game that's the problem. So the next thing I want to talk about is the ISO Nightshade. I think I'm not going to be the only person that's going to be talking about this gun. Some people really enjoyed it because they're the ones using it. Me personally, I'm more about, trying different weapons. Don't want to just stick to like the one gun. I don't feel like one gun should be dominant over all the other guns. But in this game, I was very much absolutely destroyed by this gun. Everybody was running around in transit using this ISO Nightshade. Time to kill was very quick. It takes only about maybe 4 to 5 bullets from an SMG to kill you, and it just didn't feel fun to play against. You can see me getting absolutely destroyed by this guy, jumping around, doing jump shots. Like that's the kind of Call of Duty I was a bit afraid of, and this game actually reminded me of why I'm a bit more reserved against this game. But I know this is like how you're meant to play this game, but being killed like that isn't the most satisfying ever, but that's my thing against this game. My aim weren't great, but at the same time people were jumping around with an SMG, zooming in, zooming out, sliding around. It was just very difficult to play against. So at one point I thought, if you can't beat them, join them, and I tried this gun out myself. I got a couple kills here and there, but deep down, I'm just not as good as these guys. Definitely not on this map, not on this gun. So I'm going to turn the music up, and you guys can watch me get absolutely slaughtered for the next couple minutes. Get it! You suck! Get on with it! Alright, let's move on to the next bit. And that was pretty much my experience with the ISO Nightshade. Can't miss the big red defeat in every competitive game, just to remind you that you're a failure. Anyhow, moving on, we're going to talk about Killblock. So Killblock's one of the new modes that they introduced in Modern Warfare 4. Essentially, it's a map which is randomized. There's 3 chunks of the map. I don't know what's the map pool, I forgot what it was, but basically each 2 rounds they randomize the map, so each game is slightly different, where the map's a bit different, the guns are different, and basically they put you against 1v1s, 3v3s, 5v5s, maybe 10v10s, just play against each other on the maps with different weapons. And starting off with me just goofing around in spawn with these other players, crouching, going prone, typical online multiplayer moment, but you can see me just rushing down this corridor and get immediately killed. That's because I probably weren't aiming down sight. I didn't know how long it would take for me to ADS. Probably should have aimed down sight to peek the corner, but anyhow, One thing I will say though, I think later on you will see the spectator mode. I really enjoy that. I think that's really cool. It's like a body cam. They probably already have this in the previous Modern Warfare. I wasn't too familiar with it, but the you know, the spectator cam of your allies, your teammates, it looks really cool. And somehow they make even dying look quite cinematic. Here's a round where they gave us all pistols. I think I got quite lucky here, got a few kills, but eventually I do have to die at some point. Here's another round where they gave us a shotgun and a deagle, and me rushing down the side, taking a few shots, doing a bit of damage there. Deciding to run from the mine and rushing him down with the shotgun. And that paid off. I died quickly after this, so I'm going to skip to the next round, where I did something very similar. Just going down the side, tagging them a little bit with the pistol, and then rushing them with the shotgun. But this time, his teammates weren't deaf. They know I was there immediately. And that's pretty much the core multiplayer game modes in the first beta. The new beta is coming out this weekend. I'm definitely going to be hopping on again. But what's a Call of Duty video without a sniper montage? And that's all I've got for you today. If you made it this far in the video, give it a like, subscribe if you can. It really helps out as a beginner content creator. And I think that's pretty much my overview of the Modern Warfare beta. Like I say, I'll definitely jump back in this coming weekend from the 28th just to see what updates, what kind of changes they're going to add, the new other modes. Me personally, I've been looking forward to trying out this game, and I definitely will get it in October when it finally comes out. And as always, I shall see you in the game.